Whenever I like buy something from a commercial, I feel like I've been duped or something. But I have this. I actually don't even know if this is the one from the commercial, so I guess it wasn't a very good commercial. But when I watch Ink Masters, there's this commercial for this protein yogurt. Actually, I think it might have been a Yoplait commercial, but this is the one I got, and it's kind of massive. I was like, ooh, 25 grams of protein. And the thing of Greek yogurt, that's so good, but this is massive. And I don't even remember if I like Greek yogurt. Although we've been using it as sour cream, which is a bizarrely brilliant substitution. Thicky thick. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. It's a texture thing, you know. I can really hear it's hard to swallow Greek yogurt. Hi friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to go through the Goodreads list of the most popular books ever, or on Book Talk. Most popular books published in 2023. We're going to go through the list and I'm going to see how many of them I've read, and then I'm going to tell you if they're worth the read or not. Okay. Number 1, Fourth Wing. Not surprised at all. Happy Place? Yes. Number 3, Iron Flame, yes. Oh wow, good for that author. Imagine. Well, I guess it's not, I was about to say her debut novel. I guess it's her debut fantasy novel. As many issues as I have with the second installment of this series, it is still ridiculously impressive to have 2 of the top 3 most popular reads. I have never read a Frida McFadden, I don't think. Things We Hide from the Light, yes. Number 6, None of This Is True, no, I think that's on my TBR. Divine Rivals, you're actually resting on Divine Rivals right now, so I'll have to get that. Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano. Actually, I've never even heard of that one. I'm not a big, literary fiction reader. Love Theoretically? Absolutely. Spare? No, but I feel like I read it because I watched a bunch of summaries of it. Yellow-Faced Woman and Me? No. Those both came out this year. I did read that one as well. Some of these authors, man, Lucy Score is killing it. Final Offer? Yeah. Pretty sure I got that one on release day. All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. Nar. Hello? Okay, weird. Yours truly, no. I haven't. I keep wanting to get Part of Your World and I keep not getting it. I think it's on my want to read actually. And plus Yours truly is only in hardcover right now. But I just saw that True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren just released in paperback, so that's on my list. I also need to go get Name of the Wind book 2 for Nathan soon. I actually haven't read this, The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Can you guess why I haven't read the newest book from one of my favorite authors? It's in hardcover, but it looks so good. Why is it not on my want to read? I just feel like if it's by Riley Sager, it's already on my want to read. Oh, it is on my want to read. Wayward by Amelia Hart. Nar. Pretty cover though. Wildfire. I did read Wildfire. I had to go to a couple stores to find that one too. Meet Me at the Lake. No. No, I haven't read a romantic comedy. Haley Pham said it wasn't that good. And also it's still in hardcover. So. Check and Mate. I actually haven't. Sarah Corrali didn't like it that much. I shouldn't say she didn't like it that much. She liked it more for the chess plot, and I'm sure if anyone could get me to care about chess, it's Ali Hazelwood, but The Right Move, Windy City. No. I think I've seen this on Kindle Unlimited though. The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer, no. Powerless, no, but it's on my shelf. I'm kind of trying to put it off until the second book comes out. Is it Reckless? I get confused because Powerless is also a book in the Chestnut Spring series. Yeah, it is Reckless, but there's also a book in the Chestnut Spring series, so that's confusing for Me. What Lies in the Woods? No. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I actually think I have the first book of that series on my Kindle. But no, I've not read it. Someone Else's Shoes. No. Me Before You. I was like, I've read that author though. I have read Me Before You, and it kind of destroyed my life. I read it in high school. King of Pride. No. I did read her whole Twisted series, but it didn't make me want to read more of her. No, but I almost bought When in Rome. There's too many books in the world. I keep seeing these and I'm like, oh, I need to get those, but I have too much on my TBR. I'm getting distracted. I'm on my period. My uterus hurts. I only slept for 3 hours last night, 3 or 4 hours last night, because I couldn't fall asleep because everything ached. So I stayed up playing Baldur's Gate because I'm a gamer girl now. This is my third run through of Baldur's Gate. But it's so good. Okay. Skip ahead a couple minutes because I want to rant about this. The first time Nathan and I played this game, we played it together. So he created a character. He was a fighter. He was a high elf fighter. And he designed it after The Witcher. And I was a cleric. Yeah, I was a cleric for the first half. And then I switched to a paladin halfway through. Based off of me. And I was a high elf too. But I kept saying I was high fae because I'm confused. This game has so many different options that I don't even consider our first run through a run through because we missed 2 of the main companions. We missed a ton of plot lines. We've never played a game that is so open world. We've played Red Dead Redemption 2, which is pretty open world, but there's still a level of get to the next thing. And this, I swear I could play this game for a month without progressing to the next act. There's 3 acts in it. I wouldn't because the romance options, but also romance options. The only cute boy that we got the first time was Gale, who is a wizard and he's really cute. And owie, he reminds me of Sebastian Sallow from Hogwarts Legacy. And why am I talking about this in my book video? You know what? No one watches these videos anyway. And I tried to romance him, but I also didn't know that you can check how much they like you. You can check their approval rating. And the closest I ever got was he invited me out on a little date to look at the stars and was like, hey, we might die tomorrow. And I was like, so true, bestie. And then that was it. And I was like, well, I guess you can't romance him. And then I was doing research because you need to do research to do this game. And I could have kissed him then if he liked me enough. And then we didn't do enough, we didn't progress enough to get a high enough level to even beat the final fight. We didn't even finish that run through. Second run through, I just finished last night. And I was a drow sorcerer, I believe, because I thought drow would be kind of fun. They're kind of prejudiced against in the world, this race of drow, because apparently some of them are sworn to the goddess of death. I was. And we got all of the companions this time, right? And we got Astarion, whom I love. So obviously, all I want to do is romance this man. Unfortunately, this man hates everything good in the world. If I was nice to a child, it would be like Astarion disapproves. Again, I didn't know about the approval rating yet. So when it got to the point where I could go flirt with him at a party and be like, we could go have some fun. He says to me, I'm looking to have some fun tonight. Not with you, obviously. I have standards. At that point, I was like, Nathan, I love you so much. You're going to hate me. We're starting over. So we started again. So technically, I guess this is my 4th run through. Because then I created a new character, still a drow, and literally was doing research on what Astarion liked. And it worked out. And I actually finished it. I actually beat the last fight. But some of the stuff that happened, I was like, I must stop that from happening next time. So now I'm going through again. But there's this, so you can play with an original character or you can play with an origin character. So I could play as Astarion or Gale or Shadowheart, which is a whole other conversation. That girl is not a girl's girl. And there's also a character called the Dark Urge who you can completely personalize what they look like, but basically you wake up and you have no memory of your past. Like, everybody wakes up with like something in their brain that you have to get out. That's like the plot of the thing. But you're the only one who wakes up without a memory, and you just have these urges to kill and urges for blood. And it's kind of like terrifying because some of the things that have happened, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to unsee that. But it makes romancing Astarion much easier. Like, he propositioned me way earlier in this timeline. So we're already together. But it's scary, and it's like a whole different story. I admire people who work on video games so much because this is insane to me, honestly. You know, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's kind of terrifying. Anyway, put a little time marker here for when I stop talking about Baldur's Gate and why I'm distracted. Note to self, do not film on your period ever again. Okay. This whole thing was running the whole time too. Okay. Don't Let Her Stay. Haven't read that. The 7-Year Slip. Haven't read that. Have I read Ashley Boston? Did she write? Yes, I read The Dead Romantics by her, which is a book that I liked at the end, but I didn't like the process of reading it. And if you read it, you probably know why. I was just confused, and I don't really like time travel stuff anyway, so. Beautiful cover. Have not read Pineapple Street. Curse for True Love. I did read that. You'll see in my what is growl. Florida bug. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been sick for 2 weeks. You'll find out in my January recap my thoughts on that book. 37. No, but I own it. 38. No, but it's on my list. 39. Yes, I did read that, actually. No, I think I have one Ellen Hilderbrand that I haven't read yet. How to Sell a Haunted House. That sounds fun, but no. I have some questions for you. No. Right, young woman? No. Let's go like 50, I guess. No. Ward D. I actually haven't even heard of that one. I think all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited. Wow, she's on here a lot. Man, no, but that is very pretty. Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I almost bought this one the other day, but I didn't. Ruthless Vows. Wow, on the list, and it came out like 2 days before the year ended. I own it. I haven't read it yet. And 50. Covenant of the Water by Abraham Verghese. Not read it. So out of the 50, I've read 11. That is a lot less than I thought I was going to have. Was that like 20, 21%? All right, I'm going to go grab those books and we'll do a very quick review, a very quick, was it worth the read? Okay, I grabbed all 11 books. Wow, that was loud. I have all 11 books physically, which is kind of strange. So we're going to do a really quick worth it or not, smash or pass, I guess. So this is a yes. It's kind of a timid yes because the setup for the second one is scary to me, and it was also kind of hard to get through, but I did end up enjoying it. And something that like affects my ratings is how often I think about it after the fact, and I thought about this so much after the fact. So much. I just annotated it the other day so I can kind of remind myself of what happened before I read the second one. But it was very, very good. I love the couple. The only issue was the world building for me. It was kind of strange, kind of like a mix of ages of language, if that makes sense. Like they would say like baseball and Fortnite and repair and thong and... Anyways, Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Easy, yes. Anything by Ali Hazelwood is a yes. Even if I haven't read it, it's probably a yes. This one I haven't like annotated all the way. When I don't have my annotation stuff, I just tab, and almost every single page in here is tabbed. Final Offer by Lauren Asher, obviously a yes. This trilogy is So good. I love Callahan. My favorite of this series is still Terms and Conditions, but this was a very good read as well. Things We Hide from the Light is the second book in the Knock 'Em Out series. I like the first one the best, and then the second and the third. So I don't want to like say that they get worse, but I like them less as they go. Naturally, what follows that with Things We Left Behind. If you like the Knock 'Em Out series and you want to be back in that world, I would say yes. If this was a standalone book, I would say no, because I just don't actually think that these two like each other at all. Like, it's very lusty and not very lovey. Like, I just don't think that they actually enjoy each other's company enough to last forever. So it's kind of a no from me. On a similar vein, we have A Curse for True Love, which the cover is very redeeming. However, again, because it's the third in a trilogy, you need to read it, but just this book, I would say no. I hate giving bad reviews of books, but it's probably the most disappointing series wrap-up I've ever read. Then we have Fourth Wing. This is actually the Christmas cover. So it's not annotated, but it's got the ridges. Obviously, this is a yes. Easily, this is a yes. This is a no. Again, you have to read it because it comes after this one and there's going to be more after it. But for the love of God, I have a whole video about this book, and it's like a spoilerful review, why I didn't like it. I tried really hard to come up with reasons I liked it, and other than Xanden's hot, I really couldn't. Man, I'm being negative today. This is a no, but listen, I don't know why. I can't even like actually give a critique on why I didn't enjoy this book, other than I just didn't enjoy it. I loved Icebreaker. Icebreaker is one of my favorite romances. That thing is annotated as hell. I love it. This, however, I just couldn't get into it. Like, they're both sweet, but they both kind of had the same like daddy issues. And it was a lot of nothing. Like, the same thing I say about like Silver Flame. Jeez. The same thing I say about Court of Silver Flame, where it's like, oh my gosh, she was walking upstairs for 60% of the book. That's how I feel about them just being at summer camp and not doing anything. Another no. Well, listen, I need to reread this, but this is Happy Place by Emily Henry. The dust jacket is somewhere, but the like regular spine is so pretty that that's how I display it. I did not like this book. I kind of hated this book. I feel like the entire thing was a miscommunication trope, and I just feel, this isn't a spoiler because it's just the plot, but if you were with someone for like a decade and you can't communicate, so your miscommunication and lack of trust in the other one's feelings for you is so bad that you break up, you should not get back together. We're more mature than this. And also, everyone was like, the friend group is so great. I was like, these friends are kind of bitchy. Like, they don't trust each other at all. She didn't even call her friends when they broke up. She did not call her best friend when she broke up with her long-term boyfriend. And the other friend had something going on and didn't call them. Last one, we'll end on a good one, except that the sticker isn't all the way off. Hello? Anyways, this is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. This is a yes. Tessa Bailey comes out with so many books that they're hit or miss for me often. For example, It Happened One Summer and My Killer Vacation are two of my favorites, but I didn't super love Hook, Line, and Sinker or Too Beautiful to Break. And this one kind of falls in between. Like, I'm not obsessed with it like I am the two I mentioned, but I did find myself thinking about this a lot more. I do actually have a reason that I didn't enjoy this one as much, and it's because I don't like anonymous notes. It wasn't really catfishing. It was like, love your secret crush or whatever, and I hate that. I hate when somebody feels like they're falling for somebody in real life, but then they're also falling for a mystery person that they think is somebody else. I can't stand it. So, those were the most popular 2023 published books that I read this year based off Goodreads, and whether I think that they were worth the read or not. I will see you next week.